Hey guys, Greg here with Wild Edge. I want to take just a second today to go over some of the very basics on the Sterling Oplux 8mm rope that we sell through Wild Edge's site. Some of the carabiners and the mechanical ascenders that work with it, and what I do to personally finish my setup so I'm ready to hunt. So this here is the exact rope that we sell from the website. It is 8mm Sterling Oplux with a sewn eye. This eye is good rated to withstand a safe working load of 462 pounds. Stronger than tying a knot by yourself. You can see through the clear protective coating sleeve here where the sewing takes place. And this comes in an 8.5 foot length. And the reason for that, guys, is I wanted a finished rope of 8 foot long. And maybe a tad overkill. A lot of people sell 6 foot ropes. I wanted 8 foot because 99% of the trees I get in are basketball to volleyball size. Probably basketball is probably good visual analogy of the size tree I get into typically. But there are times where I want to be set up on a trail or over a food source or whatever where there's just a huge old tree around, and 6 foot isn't quite enough, and that 8 foot length will give me just a little bit more to get into it. The good thing about Oplux, it is so skinny and so pliable. You can literally ball this up in the size of your fist here. That's one 8.5 foot rope. 2 of these plus 2 carabiners, plus 2 mechanical ascenders will easily fit into my dump pouch. And I'll show you that later on because I'm going to make a second video today on how to climb a tree. I've had a lot of questions about that, using naders and swaders and how to set a perch from that. So we're going to make a second video today on that. But starting with an 8.5 foot finished rope, I can tie a stopper knot at the back end of that. And if it took up 6 inches of rope to do that, I'm left with a finished rope of 8 foot. That's why we sell it in 8.5 foot lengths. So let me show you exactly how to tie a stopper knot. One of the most popular ones on the market, or in the arborist world or rope climbing world, is a double overhand knot, and that makes a tremendous stopper knot. All you do is, like you're going to tie a shoe, you make a simple knot like this, start of a knot, but then you go through it one more time. And that will produce what's called a double stopper knot. It's a great stopper knot so that if your ascender slips or slides, or your Prusik knot slides, whatever mechanism you're using to slide up and down and tend your rope, that will catch it right there. Now, I will probably redo that later on, put it closer to the end. I don't need that much tag sticking off, but that's your double overhand stopper knot, and you saw how simple it was to make. So that's why we start with an 8.5 foot rope. And then I like to pair it with a Kong duck. So this is a mechanical ascender that's good, rated for working with 8 to 13mm ropes. Ropeman ones are not rated to work with Sterling Oplux. That's why we like to pair it with a Kong duck. Now, a lot of people think the only way you can insert a rope into this is by opening that spring tension device, the lever, the cam system there, and inserting your rope into that. You'd be surprised that a lot of people don't realize that the whole device will separate like that. You can actually lift up on this side plate and swing it through, and then put your rope in there and then close it back up. Okay, so it should slide one way and catch the other way. That's exactly how you do it. Now, because this operates a little differently than a Ropeman one, again serving the same purpose but operates a little differently, you do not want to use a traditional, everyone's familiar with this carabiner in the saddle hunting world. This is a black diamond carabiner. Here's one that's very similar. It's a fusion auto-locking carabiner, but you'll notice both of these are referred to as what we call a D-ring carabiner style, where they're larger on one side and smaller on the other. When you insert one of these into a Kong duck, I like to tell people it won't make the turn right there, because I like to have this gate open into my bridge, and when you do that, you can see it puts an unnatural cant on that, and it doesn't really work that well. It's coming up at 45 here and a 45 there. Okay, it won't make that turn of that small end. So what you have to use with Kong ducks is oval style carabiners. This one is a Petzl It was actually what I used personally before we brought the cone carabiners to the market through Wild Edge. But you can see I've wrapped the back half in hockey tape. This is a roll of hockey tape that I bought off of Amazon. $6, $7, guys, something like that. But literally it will take you 15, 20 cents worth off that roll to wrap the back half of your carabiner. And what you can do then is once you clip in, it will allow you to make the turn and see how the Kong is coming off perfectly straight off of the carabiner. Then I've got my gate open toward my bridge. I can clip in, have everything up here tight, but the Kong makes the turn, or the carabiner will make the turn in the Kong. So again, wrap the back half of that carabiner in hockey tape, 15, 20 cents worth of hockey tape. And guys, it is, I tell people all the time, it's as quiet as a church mouse farting. I mean, some of you guys have seen the bucks that I like to pursue. I'm not always successful, obviously, but I'm literally chasing Boone and Crockett bucks on public land. A lot of times I'm trying to sneak into their bedroom, get 60, 70 yards of where they're bedded down. Trust me, I would not compromise my hunt with equipment that was noisy or rattled. So by putting this 15 or 20 cents worth of hockey tape on there, I can be as quiet as I need to be, and that carabiner will make the turn in a Kong duck, giving you a much better system than something that is not rated for this rope. Okay, so that's everything in a nutshell for the ropes and the carabiner and the Kong duck. Hopefully that helps you.